It's not easy to be well educated when education comes at such a high price, especially here in the Philippines, where the choice to feed our families usually comes before the choice to feed our minds. For some members of the private sector, providing accessible and affordable education to those who need it most is their proudest advocacy. Hi, I'm Sean Yao, and this is Business Matters, where doing good is good business. Education has always been the backbone of any successful society.
Education is one of the best means by which people can uplift their lives. Unfortunately, good quality education has not been generally available to the people who need it the most. And to almost all Filipino families, education is a very important means to a better life.
With resources being centered in the National Capital Region, it doesn't come as a surprise that the country's academic expertise is concentrated here too. Even within Metro Manila, access to quality education doesn't come cheap, a problem that makes looking for schools outside of it a little harder. This is exactly what one of the leading corporations in the country is trying to address.
What's the key resource of our country? It's our people. And we said to ourselves, if we want our people to be able to participate meaningfully in nation building and to be competitive within ASEAN and the rest of the world, we really need to arm our people with better quality education that is accessible to everyone, including, of course, the poorer segments of society. That's the background.
Even as some schools offer programs at a cheaper cost, quality of teaching and school experience can sometimes be compromised.
When you look at film education, our schools look like any other school. But what makes us different is really our focus on our market. Our market is predominantly from the D and E markets.
The institution has found ways for the D and E markets to easily avail of quality education by making it accessible both financially and intellectually.
Because of their backgrounds, they come in at a much weaker level than other students come in. Our challenge is, how do we help kids who are essentially grade 4 upon entry take and pass the same exams as LaSalle and UP students do?
Through the course of their college education, the students prove to be as competent as those from other schools.
So we've actually improvised and created a system internally that applies certain principles of teaching kids who are from weaker backgrounds or who are financially challenged.
Aralio University has been one of the most prestigious schools in Nueva Ecija. But since its acquisition by the company in 2004, it has produced even more competitive graduates. With currently over 8,000 students, AU prides itself in providing high-quality education for low-income families across the province. The Department of Education here in Cabanatuan City has been witness to the company's commitment to academic development.
Alam natin, mga bata na galing sa public school ay hindi kayang mag-aral sa mga universidad. Pero bakit nandito ngayon sa Arroyo ang karamihan ng mga bata? Sapagkat ando doon nga yung kanilang commitment na makatulong para sa mga estudyante, na maihanda ang mga estudyante natin kung saan man nila gustong tumahak.
Second-year education student Lizelle Venancia says AU gave her the confidence she needed to perform better in school.
Kasi po, parang ang pakiramdam ko po is, iba po ako, different po ako sa ibang parang nakakababa ng self-esteem. Kasi hindi ko magawa yung mga normal na ginagawa nila, hindi ko maisuot yung mga normal na sinusuot nila, ganun. Parang ramdam ko po talaga na naiiba ko. Nakaka-apekto po yung sa pag-aaral ko. Minsan, iniisip ko, ay kaya ko ba to? Ganun.
Lizelle transferred to AU from a school in Iloilo and was able to see the disparity in the learning methods.
Nade-develop po yung learnings ng estudyante nila at saka talagang natututukan. Kaysa po doon sa school na pinanggalingan ko, bahala na po kami kung anong mangyari sa amin, kung matutuman kami o hindi, wala. Wala pong nangyayari. Sabi ko, ma, kung dito ako mag-aaral, gagraduate ako ng walang natututunan.
Lizelle's confidence in herself and her performance in school will not be possible without the guidance of the outstanding teachers that guide students like her.
Marami po akong na-meet na professor dito sa AU na nakapagpalakas po ng self-esteem ko na nakasabi na kaya mo yan, hindi ka naiiba, may kaya kang gawin. Minomotivate po nila ako para po ipagpatuloy ko pa.
Ipagpatuloy mo to.
Apo.
Ready ka na? But the mode of teaching here in FINMA is that we engage students. We do active learning. With that, students are encouraged to participate. And then, nawawala kasi yung emotional barrier nila.
With a renewed self-value, Lizelle is now on the right track to fulfilling her dreams and eventually giving back to her parents who have sacrificed so much to send her to school.
Ang goal ko rin po talaga yun. Mabigyan sila ng bahay, gano'n. Tapos yung tipong, yung tipong hindi na nila kailangan magtrabaho, ako na lang magpo-provide sa kanila. Para kahit pa paano, maipagmalaki din nila ako.
Our belief is we will only be successful if we offer a good quality product in education. And what's interesting is, no matter how low our tuition fees are, it is a lot for them. They want to make sure that when they spend, they still get the best value for their money.
Lizelle is just one of the many students out there who have the potential to be great movers of society. And with continued support, students like her might just be able to fulfill their dreams of leading better lives.
Kung hindi po natin tuturuan ng maayos yung kabataan, paano po sila maging successful in the future? Sinabi ko po sa sarili ko, gusto kong maging teacher para masigurado na may matututunan yung estudyante.
Our goal is to really have low tuition fees, so you don't even need scholarships. Over and beyond that, we should still give scholarships because there are still students who cannot afford that. We want to make the lives of our students better through education. And the way to do that is to help them get jobs at the end of the day.
I have always felt that because so much of our country's resources are in the hands of business, business really has a major role to play in uplifting the lives of people. That's why we in FINMA have made it, in fact, our mission to make lives better. Business really has a role beyond making profits.
Filipino families will do anything to have at least one of their children gain a college degree, which does not always mean ending up with good education and getting jobs into professions that are sustainable.
To make it affordable, funny, it's unique to schools is to apply business principles. So we really try to become really efficient in order to maximize our resources. So we're keeping our costs low when it comes to people. Like I'm one president of 5 different institutions, and so we're reducing our overhead costs. We're trying to maximize our faculty, focusing them on teaching.
They have also applied, among other things, a method called Flipped Classroom, where academic responsibilities are encouraged to be done inside the homes.
We actually discourage homework because you think of our community, and I've visited the homes of our students. They don't have electricity. They are totally in houses and homes, totally not conducive to learning. So what you want to do is maximize their time in school and their work in school, and reduce their work at home, so that learning takes place where it is most conducive.
But just like any other company, they are, of course, also expected to succeed in terms of profit.
I have return on investment targets. I'm being measured by my profitability, by my returns, all of the same things. But our belief is we will only be successful if we offer a good quality product in education.
The company understands that even with the low cost of education, some students still won't be able to afford the quality of education the university offers.
Our goal is to really have low tuition fees, so you don't even need scholarships. Over and beyond that, we should still give scholarships because there are still students who cannot afford that.
The company offers a scholarship program called Handog Kaibigan, which gives 50% off on tuition and miscellaneous fees for selected students, which breaks down the net of a student to about 10,000 pesos per year. This has allowed the company to expand into lower-income families.
We want to make the lives of our students better through education. And the way to do that is to help them get jobs at the end of the day, to get fruitful employment.
Such is the case for Alvin Lorian, who graduated in 2014 from the University of Pangasinan. His degree in business administration with a major in financial management helped him land a job as budget and management analyst at the Department of Budget and Management in Malacanang.
Graduate po ako nung 2014 po. Noong April 2014, mayroon ako na-receive na recognition as one of the outstanding student leaders in the university.
Even though Alvin is now a valuable member of society, he still manages to keep his feet on the ground and uses the lessons he learned from his life struggles.
Akala ko yung time na naabot ako ng gabi. Kasi kailangan din namin ng pagkain sa bubas.
His degree has helped him understand and expand the humble family business that sent him and all of his sisters to school.
Hindi yun sapat para masabi ko na natulungan ko sila. Continuous help ang gusto ko i-provide sa pamilya ko. Nakita ko yung paghihirap nila para matulungan kami. I foresee na in the future, ako yung mag-expand ng business namin. Si mama ko po, ito yung idol ko.
Labing nanay.
Siya nagturo sa akin na mag-business.
Alvin's mother makes different kinds of home-cooked snacks, selling them in the 3 stores that they now have around Pangasinan. But it hasn't always been easy for the family, especially when they were just starting out.
Ganito yung buhay namin. Minsan inaabot sila ng alas 12 ng gabi. Basta pagkatapos nilang gumawa ng assignment nila, yan, trabaho na.
Parang awang-awa ko sa sarili ko. I feel na parang naiya kasi ang dami kong dala. Aside pa dun sa libro na dala ko, tas bag ko. Pinagtitinginan ako ng mga tao. Parang weird na nagbebenta ka sa school, tas lalaki pa. Then na-realize ko, para sa pamilya ko to, hindi ko dapat to ikaya.
Alvin is one of the products of the Handog Kaibigan program. Having to sell all kinds of food to provide for his schooling and to help his mother earn for the family, Alvin learned the value of money at a very young age the hard way.
Mapagsabay ko yung pag-aaral ko at the same time nagtitinda ako. Every weekend, tinutulungan ko yung mama ko magluto. Every weekdays, tinutulungan ko naman sa pagpapak, tapos pagtitinda. Nag-isip ako na kailangan ko matulungan pa yung magulang ko. Kasi alam ko hindi sapat yung kinikita nila. Mula nung nag-start ako, halos every corner ng school, ng university. So nilalakad ko yan hanggang sa para lang makabenta. So nagbebenta ako ng tulad ng banana chips, kamote chips, yema, pugo. Dati ang kinakain namin, toyo at mantika, ganun lang. Being a FINMA scholar, malaking tulong yun at ginawa sa pamilya namin at the same time. Dahil nabawasan din yung expenses ng parents ko. Nakaka-proud lang sa sarili na natulungan ko yung parents ko. And gusto ko i-continue pa yun.
In some schools, dealing with people on the base of the pyramid normally renders a different approach to education to adjust to their comprehension, therefore subsequently lowering the standards of teaching.
I think the first rule is we've never lowered our standards. We demand from our students, regardless of where they come from, the same standards we would demand of anybody else from any other income class.
Proving the effectiveness of the business model, the company has been seeing the fruits of their hard work.
Our board passing rates have gone up, our employability rates have gone up, our tuition fees have gone down the past 5 years.
Our core values have been with us from the very beginning. It starts with integrity, In effect, you might say we pursue profit with honor, professionalism, competence, and patriotism. Those are the key core values of the FINMA Group from 60 years ago, and we continue to live by them to this very day.
Ultimately, the proof of the pie is in the eating. And for us, therefore, that means the proof of our success really is in the success of our students.
Bohol, with its wondrous chocolate hills and charming tarsiers, has been one of the country's most visited provinces. Making it a mecca for travelers across the globe. The municipality of Panglao, one of the many prides of Bohol, is located at the southernmost tip of the province. With a land area of 4,000 hectares and a population of over 30,000, it comes as a surprise that only one primary school exists in the entire place.
A lot of the kids from grade 1 to 4 don't even know how to learn to read. When the kids don't have the foundation, they kind of like get tired of moving on.
This is Gadwin Panya, a 5-year-old resident of Barangay Dolha. Every weekday, Gadwin is brought by her grandmother to an alternative class just half a kilometer from their home. Gadwin goes to a school called Steps, where English is taught as a first language, the first of its kind in Bohol.
The teaching method we have are mainly from these very good advanced teachings like Glendoman, Abeka, Spalding, and Montessori. And these methods are basically, they use 80% of audiovisual. What we observe, when you teach the kids the audiovisual, when they have so much fun.
So far, Gadwin has been having fun coming to class along with the other kids from the barangay who go there. This eagerness to learn is attributed to a project implemented by a missionary group that started doing outreach programs in Manila 20 years ago.
We've been doing missionary work from around the world, going to Thailand and Romania, and then we were advised to basically make our own here in the Philippines, so we started that Worldwide Familia Mission.
We're the first ones, first business to have such a program to help the community like this. It's our long-term goal in that is also awareness, but their family and guardians also learn in the process.
We have a school nearby, and we've been working with the principal. They said almost like the first 20 top students in the school comes from here. Because the brain is already stimulated, they have a good foundation already, so it just follows that they can learn very fast.
Masanay sa pagbasa, tuduan, nagmaadyo. Magpasalamat po ni Sir Manny nga nagato ko sa eskwelahan ni sa Bilbio as step nga parang naikamahuan sa akong apo.
STEPS, or Specialized Training and Education for Philippine Students, is an educational program by Bellevue Resorts and World Familia Mission which enhance the education of preschoolers.
It's basically like teaching kids how to read. And since Dolho has so many kids, and it's just appropriate for this barangay to have a very good school. With this program, they have a good start in learning how to read well.
The English language is an integral tool in advancing the development of any society, making its people more competitive and world-ready. In June 2015, the group enhanced their English teaching methods by introducing phonics classes to local primary school students.
So the way it works, the first lesson, part 1, lesson 1, they click on this one, these are some letters. And it's just the sound of the letter. Apple. They have to repeat this, and then they click on the next one. So they're being introduced some of the basic sounds.
With the interactive lessons, children absorb the instructions better, especially when they hear and learn on their own. Which is why they have continued their partnership with a local elementary school nearby, having the students attend lab classes here in steps 3 hours a week.
Dolho Elementary School, almost like the first 20 top students in the school comes from here. Because the brain is already stimulated, they have a good foundation already, so it just follows that they can learn very fast.
The program's aim is to enhance the education of underprivileged children and to impart moral values through a modified curriculum that uses audiovisual tools and a combination of different modern teaching methods. Surprisingly, it is not just the kids that benefit from the program. Since quitting school at 6th grade, Lola Beatriz has long forgotten the basics of reading and writing. But the school demands active participation from the parents and guardians of its students. And by having to help kids with their homework, people like Lola Beatriz become indirect beneficiaries of the program.
First thing that we do, we teach the parents how to read well. We have the flashcards, 5 at a time, so we basically teach them how to teach their kids in the house, so it doesn't take time. So maybe only 5 minutes at a time, the morning, lunch, and dinners.
Nahadok mig unsa kay sa koleksyon namin na pod may kuan maadson man di ang pang leksyon ni Ma'am Ellen. Agtuon sa suwat, pagbasa, pag magpamahaw paniud, pag magpamahaw pagto anong tun-an kanang leksyon ni Ma'am nga ipa-practice ang suwat, pagbasa, mao pagituon ha.
It is a great advocacy to help the future generation equip themselves with the proper tools for growth. But it's a greater feat to involve the older generation in the development process and make sure that they are not left behind.
If the kids can catch up, for sure the parents can catch up too.
With STEPS as an alternative, parents in Barangay Dolho are now confident that their children are given the best quality of education at an early age. This makes working to provide for their family's future all the more fulfilling.
It's part of our vision. We're not there for just profits. We're there to help the community. Not only CSR regarding the school, but also CSR regarding the environment. And we also encourage these other businesses to do the same. In fact, we're the first establishment in Bohol to really have programs in CSR like this with the children education.
The company has been humble in helping the communities at a much bigger scale. With the goal of just helping the children of Barangay Dolha, they have in fact helped empower the community as a whole. I'm Sean Yao, and this is Business Matters, where doing good is good business.